Konnichiwa, this is the Shogunstein, and this is a colorblind board game perspective of the Devir game Rock Hard with the theme of 70s rock band. Great theme, unique theme. Nice to see, theme different from Vikings and Cthulhu and, the Old West. Nice to have a different theme. And I just want to go over some issues for colorblind players. If you're colorblind, there are things that can affect us as gaming that if you're not colorblind, you would never know is an issue. So I just want to put something out there to help people who are colorblind, before they buy a game and find out they can't play it because of the colors. Just give a little perspective and help you out. Again, my color blindness is blue, purple, red, green, brown. You may have a different color blindness, so this is perspective based on my color blindness. And again, if you're not colorblind, you might not even know these issues exist. So I just want to show you some things that I felt rock hard, and the designers here, Jackie Fox, Jennifer Geiner, and Devir, did good, and some things that maybe could use some improvement. And again, just for colorblind players, there's nothing worse than if you bought a game, spent good money on a game, and then you can't play it due to some color issues. So one thing that to me could use some improvement were the choice of colors here, where you got sort of a red, an orange, and a yellow, and they're fairly close to each other, at least for my color blindness. So again, depending on the player count that you have, you might not have all these in play. Now, this game has special rules for 2 and 3 players, so I think it's going to play better at a bigger player count because they have to have, basically a dummy player to block some of the spots on the, because this is a worker placement, kind of like a Euro. Again, cool theme. But if you're going to play 2 or 3 players, you're going to be blocking some of the spaces with, a dummy player. So I think it is going to be meant for, a bigger player count. But if you can at a lower player count, you may want to consider using, there is a white, there is a sort of a bluish one. But what I would suggest maybe in the future and for other board games, these 3 colors are close. And, again, if you look at the pick, they have the emblem of of the game, but maybe you could put something on here to, maybe some sort of instrument or something to kind of distinguish the pick, or again, to distinguish the cube. So what I would suggest for improvement is maybe some different colors. And again, I don't think you needed to have these colors. I don't think these colors impact the game's theme. Great theme, so you didn't have to use these colors. Now, something that they did do great was how they use color on the board, again, with all these icons. So for instance, in this game, you got 3 phases. You got the, kind of like the daytime, and then you got the nighttime, and you got the after hours. So in the daytime, the use of color in the icons is really good. So this color is sort of the aqua color, at least looks aqua to me. It's very clear what you need in order to do what's at the space. So again, it's worker placement, you're going around. So again, where this, what I like here is that, it's very clear that, okay, this color is showing you what you need in order to do it. Now, in terms of the cost, I like that, again, they use red, but the cost is always going to be on this side of the icon. And then the rewards are always on this side of the icon. So again, in the daytime phase, very easy to tell, because again, this color is telling you what you need in order to do it. This is color, the number is always going to be here, the number is always going to be here, so you can rely on the icons and where the numbers are. So that was very clever. And again, you can see here, same thing, you got the same kind of color scheme showing you what you need to do it, and again, the reward is always here. So cost on this side, reward on this side. So I like how they have set up the board with where the number is and where the icon is as a very good way for colorblind players to not have to rely on the actual color. You can just look at where things are. And the icons on the board are very easy to see. So it's good use of icons in the game for us colorblind players. My suggestion would be to use a different color scheme. If you're colorblind, like I am, you're certainly gonna, want to be careful using these colors in the game if you can avoid it. So, good job on the board, very good job on the board. Again, with clear color, what you need to be able to go to the station, clear color and placement of what the cost is, clear color and placement of what the reward is. Where I would maybe, if there is a next edition of this game, maybe look at using some different colors here because, again, it's a very thematic game, but I don't think these colors impact the actual theme of the game. But I do appreciate that, this is a very busy board and they did make it more friendly for colorblind players. I just wish they had done a better job with the cube. Anyway, this is a look at the game Rock Hard, 70s themed rock and roll game, worker placement, Euro, Devir. Nice to see a game that doesn't have anamorphic animals, actually has people and a theme that's not Vikings or zombies. Certainly, again, the board, very colorblind friendly here, could use some improvement. This is the Shogunstein Colorblind Perspective, out.